All right, let's get into this one. Today, we're talking about a city in Pakistan called Sargodha, and its story is fascinating because it's really two completely different legacies, two totally different stories rolled into one remarkable place. It's a city of some pretty wild contrasts.
So here's the big question that sets everything up. How in the world does a single city, right in the heart of Punjab, end up with a nickname like the California of Pakistan? A name that makes you think of sunny orchards and citrus groves. But believe it or not, that's only half the puzzle.
Because at the exact same time, it gets another nickname, the City of Eagles, which sounds completely different. It's all about military power, fighter jets, and controlling the skies. So, fruit and flight. How does that happen? Well, the story is actually incredible.
Okay, to really understand this dual identity, we have to go way, way back to its origins. And to say its beginnings were humble would be, well, an understatement. Before there was a city, before the canals, there was basically just a pond. And what's really cool is that the clue to its past is hidden right there in its name. Sargodha isn't just some random name someone came up with. It literally tells you exactly what used to be there, and nothing else. Let's break it down. Sar, in the local language, simply means pond. And Goda? That refers to a local holy man, a hermit or sadhu, who apparently lived right by that pond. So Sargodha, it literally means the pond of Goda. The entire area was named for a single guy living by a small body of water.
So you have to picture this. For most history, this place wasn't a city. It wasn't even a town. It was just this huge, dry, basically empty plain. The only thing it was known for was this little pond and the hermit who lived there. A far cry from California, right?
So what changed? I mean, how do you go from a barren plain to a major city? Well, the answer, like in so many stories from this part of the world, comes down to one thing: water. A massive engineering project was about to completely change the land, and with it, the future of this place.
The big turning point happened in the late 19th century. The British administration came in and built this absolutely enormous system of canals to bring water to the plains of Punjab. This project was the spark that lit the fuse for everything that came next.
And this timeline just shows you how incredibly fast everything happened once the water arrived. The canals go in, and boom, in 1903, the city of Sargodha is officially founded. And then, just 11 years later, in 1914, the first airfield is built. You can literally see both identities, the agricultural and the military, being born at almost the exact same time. So let's talk about that first identity. How did this desolate plain become famous for its agriculture? This is where those canals worked their magic. I mean, the transformation was nothing short of a miracle. This land, which was once completely dry and useless for farming, suddenly becomes unbelievably fertile. What was a barren plain turned into a lush green fruit basket for the whole region. And it all came down to one thing, really: citrus. Sargodha became a world-leading producer of kino, which is a type of mandarin orange. And that agricultural explosion, especially its booming citrus industry, is exactly how it earned that famous nickname, the California of Pakistan. But hey, remember that timeline? At the very same moment that all these orchards were being planted, a totally different story was unfolding. And this one had nothing to do with what was growing from the ground, but everything to do with what was flying high above it. So while the farmers were looking down, cultivating the rich new soil, military planners were looking up. It turns out that those wide-open, flat plains that were perfect for irrigation canals were also perfect for something else: building airfields. So that little airfield they built back in 1914, it just kept growing. Eventually, it became PAF Base Sargodha, one of the most critical, most strategic air bases for the Pakistan Air Force. And the elite pilots and powerful fighter jets based there, the Eagles, soaring in the sky, gave the city its second powerful name: the City of Eagles. So there you have it. It's not a contradiction at all, is it? It's just two parallel histories that grew out of the very same moment in time. The very same canals that watered the farmland also cleared the way for a major military installation. And this just lays it all out perfectly. It's the California of Pakistan because those canals helped it become a world leader in citrus production. And it's the City of Eagles because it's home to a hugely important air base for the Pakistan Air Force. Two amazing legacies, both born from water. It's just a remarkable story of how human ingenuity can totally transform a landscape. creating destinies that no one could have ever imagined. A city that started as a hermit's pond grew to feed the world and protect the skies. It really makes you wonder, what could possibly be next for the city of fruit and flight?